Walker. Good tidings and heartfelt salutations. The Garildro wonders what brings you to this serene location. This one really dusk mushrooms for the Garildro. What a kind and generous gift to present to this old bag of fur and bones. Still, even a gift is rarely free. Speak, and this one will listen. Maybe even help if it is within this one's ability to do so. Does he now? What else has that old wizard told you? And why does an ancient battle mage care about a secret order of storytellers and a forgotten hero named Kunzari? Well, no matter. Oh, these will make wonderful soup. Thank you. 3 moon singers carried the secret tale of Kunzari and the demon, each a different part. Find a Zargo Longtail at the Redfur Trading Post, Misbina at Bandari Trading Post, and Satari in Raurka.
I see you made it to the old Lawmaster's camp. Were the dusk mushrooms to his liking? Gratwood, Malabal Tor, and Reaper's March. Not an easy journey, but I can make it more tolerable. Allow me to open a portal to Redfur Trading. This portal will transport you to Redfur Trading Post. I'll catch up with you after I pay
Search my packs. You will find nothing. This one is innocent. Tell her, Gobani.
Kunzari said, "Not by myself, foul demon. I shall gather a Krajun, a company of heroes. Starting with the Altman, Nurarian the Perfect, who communes among the buried roots of the alien worms. These are the words, and the words are true. This one recognizes a lover of stories when he sees one. Care to hear another tale? Old grandfather sent you. Interesting. This one can only tell you what he knows, and Azargo only knows the beginning of the story. That is the way of things concerning the great stories and the secrets they hold. In the time before time, when the 16 kingdoms were barely more than 16 tribes, the great hero Kunzari went on many adventures. After Kunzari defeated the giant troll by consuming 401 moon sugar pies, he met a demon. No, a different kind of demon. Now be quiet and listen. The demon said, "My brothers and I shall take this land and its treasures, even the moons from the sky." Kunzari said, "Not by myself, foul demon. I shall gather a Krajun, a company of heroes, starting with the Outmer, Nurarian the Perfect, who communes among the buried roots of the alien worms. These are the words, and the words are true."
What an interesting story. If only I could shake my shadow as easily as Kunzari does, well, anything. At least now I know where to find the first triangulant. Yes, the triangulant. The first reference point that will allow us to use the map and locate the weapon. We must proceed with caution, however. My unknown follower utilizes a magic I cannot penetrate. I need to conserve my energy. The location was spelled out in the Moonsinger's story. The verse concerning Nurarian the Perfect. It's as clear as the sky on a cloudless day. among the buried roots of the Aeliad worms. An Aeliad ruin located here in Gratwood. Somewhere in Wormroot depths, the ancient Khajiit hid a reference point.
Let's hit the trail.
The moon hallowed. Bright moons guide you on your path.
Ah, the distinctive smell of Daedric sorcery. It's as atrocious as it is pervasive. Your technique seems adequate, if a bit unrefined. Ah, the distinctive smell of Daedric sorcery. It's as atrocious as it is pervasive. I'm not sure what I expected, but it certainly wasn't this. The ancient Khajiit really want us to work to uncover the Triangulant. Examine the moons on each statue. Pretty ingenious for a bunch of ancient cats. Why don't you see what's in the chest before we head to the Bandari trading post? Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely.
Only the brave travel these roads now.
Kunzari said, because two shall become three, annoying the demon. As soon as this one rescues Flintfilled Demon Hunter from the alien lair of creeping ebony plants. These are the words, and the words are true. Miss Bina hopes that you and your friend enjoyed this story. Is there anything else that this one can do for you? The lore master? Ah, this one hasn't talked to him in a long time. Miss Bina only knows the second part of the story. That is how the Moon Singers maintain the secrets of the great tales. Would you like to hear? In the time before time, when the 16 kingdoms were young and like kittens at play, the great hero Kunzari gathered the company of champions to combat the demon and his brothers. They had come to elsewhere to steal the moons from the Ominous. Oh, indeed. With Nurarian already at his side, Kunzari turned his attention to the next champion he planned to recruit. The power of the moons will be ours, little cat thing, taunted the demon. Kunzari said, because two shall become three, annoying demon. As soon as this one rescues Flintfilled Demon Hunter from the alien lair of creeping ebony plants.
You know, the legend of Kunzari is more interesting than I remember. It must be Moonsinger Mizbina's delivery. Marginally entertaining. She made the location of the next triangulant quite clear to one of exceptional intellect, such as myself. Of course, only the nearby Black Vine ruins could be referred to as the Alien lair of creeping ebony plants. I never cared for carnivorous vegetation. I'll meet you in the ruins after I make one more attempt to catch my elusive stalker. Yes, and with brazen impunity. I almost caught my stalker here at the trading post before they slipped away in the crowd. They're like an insect buzzing around my head that I can't quite swat. Someone with that level of power concerns me greatly.
I like to think fate puts us in dark places because it's our job to be a light there.
The Khajiit Moonsingers went to a great deal of effort to separate and hide their clues, but I feel like we're getting closer.
Daryl, I was supposed to die, not you.
Taste our steel! Refusing to remain still.
What sorcery is this?
They made their choices. So be it.
Ah, another prism puzzle. At least the ancient Khajiit were consistent. Examine that stone plaque, will you? Any clue will be helpful. Knowledge can only be found in the dark. Could that refer to the new moons? Ignore any statues displaying a full moon, I think. Adequately done. Now, collect the triangulant and let's be on our way. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely.
charge to have a look. Then Kunzari turned to the rest of his Krajun. One more we need. A Khajiiti queen of renown. A Nequina sharp-tongue, who loves to bask in the glow of the big moon when she reflects and thinks deep thoughts. These are the words. Satari is new to the art of storytelling, so forgive her if she isn't as interesting as she should be. She will improve. Of this she is sure. Old grandfather, the lore master? Satari has heard of him, but has never met him. She was made a moon singer by the previous storyteller to guard the third part of that ancient tale. Since you arrived in the time before time, when the 16 kingdoms roamed with wild abandon, the hero, Kunzari, gathered champions to deal with a terrible demon and his horde. With Norarian the Perfect. Patience! Satari is getting to that part. The demon said, "Oh, little cat thing, you amuse us. How can 3 tiny morsels ever stand against us?" Kunzari laughed. Ha! Then Kunzari turned to his Krajun. One more we need. A Khajiiti queen of renown. A Nequina sharp-tongue who loves to bask in the glow of the big moon when...
This new moon singer shows a modicum of promise, but she hasn't yet reached her full potential. Still, the story was interesting, and it points us toward the final triangulant required to make use of the map. Oh yes, the moon singer made it quite clear. Her tale points to an old shrine not far from here known as Jode's Light, the big moon, referenced in the story. Once we collect the final triangulant, I'll be able to use the map to find the... Still don't trust me? Neither do I. I know what I'm capable of. I'm no better than the fools that lead the alliances. That's why we'll only use the weapon to get them to the negotiating table. Diplomacy works best when facilitated by a big stick.
Cities are as alive, fickle, and uncertain as people. Some are good, some are bad. Some give you gifts, others rob you blind. No remorse!
Move to flank!
just a
moment,
passageway that
traveler.
leads to the
We
unknown.
need to talk. Please, a moment of your time. I need to speak to you about Abner Thorn. My intentions are honorable, I assure you. I am Kamira, agent for the Speaker of the Main. When we learned about Abner Thorn sought the Euraxia Tarn, Abnur's cruel half-sister. She conquered my home city of Rimen and proclaimed herself its queen. If she gets her hands on the weapon, elsewhere's suffering will increase 1,000-fold. I do not think they get along. From my observations, Abner seeks the weapon for peaceful ends, but this is a delusion. It is too powerful, too evil. We must convince Abner to find the weapon before Euraxia does and destroy it. That is...
I find it fitting that the final triangulant awaits us. I'm beginning to question my own magnificence, if you can imagine such a thing. Despite multiple attempts, I still haven't been able to identify or catch the damnable prowler who is a Khajiit. Why would the Speaker of the Main send a powerful wizard to hound me so? My half-sister? They're aware of her interest in this? But why didn't this agent of the Speaker simply approach me directly? I would have gladly welcomed her assistance in this matter. Destroy my one chance to stop the Three Banners War? Never. Don't tell me you agree with this nonsense. That we should allow the Dominion, Pact, and Covenant to continue. That's the spirit. As far as Euraxia is concerned, however, I am inclined to agree with the Speaker of the Main's agent. We must reach the weapon first. I know the danger. With luck, we'll gather the last triangulant and be done with ancient ruins. Some of the words have been chipped away. See what you can make of it. I hardly doubted you. Now grab the final triangulant and let's return to my camp in Grot. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely. Once you know where to look, the location becomes perfectly obvious. Come, let's talk. With your assistance, we gathered the 3 triangulants that allowed me to decipher the map formed by the Rathstone Tablet, an ancient structure whose purpose and origin is clouded in legend. Some believe it contains the dwarven Numidium, which could be the weapon we seek. I've chartered a wagon to get us to the coast. Then a boat will take us the rest of the way. Honestly, I don't give a skeever's arse. She may have been able to track me when I wasn't attempting to conceal our movements, but I made sure to... It appears this chimera is more capable than I anticipated.
The halls of Colossus? Arrogant Imperial. Without my assistance, you will never survive that place.
Away with you, cat. It falls upon me to end this accursed war.
So you can declare yourself Emperor? I think not. I will accompany you to find and destroy the weapon.
Emperor has never been my ambition. Join us if you want. Just don't get in my way. Surprisingly clever, those ancient Khajiit. An old tablet, oral histories disguised as fables, and sophisticated triangulant tiles, all pointing to one location, the Halls of Colossus. The abhorrent 3 banners... The cat can do as she pleases. Based on the skills she has already demonstrated, however, I'm not averse to having her along. Just realize that I plan to utilize the Halls of Colossus, a place as mysterious as it is ancient. I never imagined I'd have a reason to seek it out, let alone explore it. Let's hope the item we pursue lives up to my expectations, and that we reach it before my half-sister Euraxia. A few years ago, my deplorable sibling broke protocol and conquered a portion of elsewhere. I assume she wants the weapon to secure her territory and increase the size of her holdings. Euraxia's ruthlessness is exceeded only by her ambition. Half-sister, and I have no hesitation in this regard. To best Euraxia, however, we need to reach the Halls of Colossus ahead of her. Give me and Chimera a moment to negotiate an accord. Take care of any outstanding business you may have, as the legends call it.
These ruins are not empty. Your friends have come this way. I can smell them.
Euraxia's soldiers are not my friends, Cat. I will not allow them to seize the weapon.
So you say, but will you really oppose your sister?
Half-sister, and I oppose anyone who adds to the woes of the Empire.
Joan and Jode, was that an earthquake?
Stay vigilant and look for a way inside.
Abner Tharn and the Rathstone, just as Queen Euraxia predicted.
Queen? I see my demented half-sister is still full of herself.
My queen sends her love, and this poison gas.
To me, before the gas takes you.
Necromancer, deal with these scum.
Keep them away from Tharn!
You brought the Wrathstone here. Its magic will unlock the vault.
I see a problem. Hold them off.
That was easy.
We have an endless supply of undead.
That takes care of the poison.
Relish your victory while you can. We'll reach the weapon before you.
Well done, Cat. I barely regret your presence now. We need to get that door open. My half-sister has stooped to employing necromancers. How distasteful. No matter. We need to open this door and deal with Captain Calcevius and his soldiers. Interesting. What's with all the dragon imagery, I wonder? That rumble when we entered. Somehow the Wrathstone I carry triggered a mechanism of some sort. It started a process that will eventually open the vault and permit access to the weapon. Look around. Some sort of dragon decorates nearly every surface. While ancient, the carvings were clearly added after the halls were first constructed. Well, that's a mystery for later. Right now, we need to beat Euraxia's soldiers to the weapon. It appears I've stumbled into another one of my half-sister's nefarious schemes. I need to be more careful about that. Still, I don't think Euraxia counted on Chimera's presence. That works to our advantage. Stop the process. Why in Oblivion's name would we want to do that? No. We just need to reach the vault and retrieve the weapon before Euraxia's...
Euraxia's soldiers were here long enough to turn some of the Hull's own defenses against us. We need to be on our guard, Walker. One ancient ruin is much like another, and I have spent a lot of time exploring places such as this. To be honest, I took an educated guess. Luck, most assuredly. Unless the Euraxians blunder into them first. But I do not think we can count on that. They figured out how to turn the gas against us after all. First things first, however. We need to find a way to open that door. Many ancient Khajiit puzzles utilize reflected light. The mechanism to unlock the door appears to be tied to one such puzzle. That did it! Hurry, this way! Necromancers. Only your sister would ally with such abominations.
Half-sister. And who's to say the necromancer isn't the captain's pet?
Regardless, Euraxia apparently wants you dead.
I have that effect on people, especially my relatives. You could have waited for my portal. Never mind. Let's move on.
Attack!
Another light puzzle? Well, go solve it. Time waits for no one, not even Abner Tharn.
You did it! Now solve the other side. The door is open. Come, hurry!
Damn stupid doors! Why won't you open? Queen Eurexia
You will
wants
not
to
release
strike
those
us
beasts!
one way or another! Too late, old wizard!
Stand back. I'll use the Wrathstone to restore the seal.
Hurry, wizard! You must hurry!
Seal! Damn you! Seal! I think that did it. Oh, now what?
Brothers, we are free!
Dark moons! Get down! Dragons! You released them into Elf.
I was trying to stop that from happening. The blame falls squarely on Captain Calcevius. I'm quite certain.
He was working for your sister!
Half-sister. But let's finish this back at my camp. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely.
Everything garishly sent me to prevent has occurred. I knew going to the halls of Colossus was a mistake. Now dragons are loose and elsewhere. At least we stopped Euraxia's soldier. I suppose that... Other than set the dragons free? I have no idea. Luckily, we stopped him from completing it, whatever he hoped to accomplish. I wonder if Abner knew about it. After he set the whole troublesome event in motion, if Abner had never acquired the Wrathstone, if he had never figured out the location of the ruins, Jode's light, if he had never they would have... Ah! I should not push these angry thoughts in your direction. All I know is that a lot...
That could have turned out better. At least we stopped my half-sister from seizing control of the imprisoned dragons. That's something, I suppose. Of course, this delays my plan to end the Three Banners War, last it all. I should say so. As destructive as the accursed war is, a rampaging horde of enraged dragons, well, it doesn't quite compare, does it? If we can contain the dragons right at this exact moment? No. No. But I will figure something out by the time I reach elsewhere and consult with Garish Ree. The Speaker of the Main needs to be informed, and I must have words with my despicable half-sister. About that, in hindsight, I suspect the tip I received about the Wrathstone came from Euraxia. She knew I wouldn't be able to resist such a lure. She played me. That doesn't occur often. And it has, for now, helped the Khajiit prepare for the dragon invasion. And take this as recompense for your service. In the meantime...
There's something wonderful about wandering a city's streets with no destination.